Welcome in, gamers. It's time for a sponsored stream from NVIDIA where we're going to be showing off
Cyberpunk.
the visual triangle.
No.
Very different tone.
No, neither.
Very different tone with this video game. We're showing off Dragon Age the Veilguard with all of the latest bells and whistles by NVIDIA because frames win games, Greg. Everybody throw up the visual triangle. Visual triangle, everybody remember. What does NVIDIA allow you to do? With a lot of other computers, with some consoles, Greg, you'll be like, man, I guess I'll pick performance mode, and it's gonna look blurry.
Do I want the frames? Do I want the 4K?
It's gonna look blurry as hell. You know, like I want to run ultra ray tracing graphics. Well, that means that you're gonna have to run at 720p if you want to try to get and not have your computer blow.
What year is it?
But with the NVIDIA Visual Triangle, it's not theirs. It's my Visual Triangle. With NVIDIA.
With NVIDIA, and then comma in Andy's Visual Triangle TM.
Yeah, AVT. You can get the best of all worlds. Resolution, visual quality, frame rate, 60 frames per second, DLSS getting you all the, you know, the beautiful graphics and frame generation and reflex and all that fun stuff. And plus you can run it with all the crazy ray tracing. This game looks so freaking gorgeous. And I don't know if I know you're a big fan of Digital Foundry, Greg. I know you're always kind of scrolling by their videos. I love watching them as well.
You know they're in like the middle of nowhere, Tiburon?
Digital Foundry?
Yeah.
No, I mean, a lot of them are in Europe, I believe.
Why is there a Digital Foundry sign in Tiburon? I'll get to the bottom of that. You keep going.
Could be a different company. Might be a different company. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them live in England, yeah. Or like in Europe. Alex is German, I believe. A couple of them. Anyway, we'll talk about Digital Foundry later. Digital Foundry did a write-up. They had their video for Dragon Age Veilguard come out, and we're like, this game is just like astounding with its PC performance. I'm excited to play it here for you all. Thank you again to NVIDIA for letting us show off all of your latest tech. And the thing with this game, though, you hit new game and it just starts.
So hold on, yeah, so before then, Digital Foundry Tiburon. Over 30 years of best-in-class digital products and services. They design, build, and maintain differentiating custom digital products, services, and systems for leading public and private sector organizations. Now,
different company.
Am I embarrassed by this? No. Instead, I'm angry at my wife, who pointed it out when we were there for lunch one day.
Oh.
Like, and she made it sound like she knew.
Oh, so yeah, Digital Foundry
hung me out to dry.
Oh, wow. It was one of those situations. I see. So, yeah, before we actually hop into the game, we have to get everything set correctly. So, we're on a big new 4K TV, which I am just very,
Thank you, Tim and Greg, for going to pick it up from Best Buy.
Yeah, and way to go, Nick and Barrett and other people for setting it up, getting it set up here.
Give Nick and Barrett credit.
Yeah, because the old TV didn't have game mode, so whenever we wanted to play PC games, it wouldn't detect it as it's an old archaic thing, you know.
That's why we would have people like sitting for Mike's Starfield streams at the end of like the lab over here, right?
And we'd be behind people for other streams or whatever, like the Alan Wake stream that we just did. But now this TV's got game mode. This newer one, very, very excited.
So what you're basically saying is my elbows are protected this time around.
Yeah.
Yes, you will not.
If you guys ever want to do like another like Alan Wake type of thing, you guys can just play at the
That
couch.
Means a lot to me because I hated. You watch that clip where I almost break my elbow playing Alan Wake.
Really embarrassing for you.
Again,
it's
thanks
really
for being
embarrassing.
That. You know, you try to put me in a box though. You treated me like Mr. Incredible in that small car. Yeah. And I got out of it. And here I am.
Exactly.
Ready to a man spread on this couch.
Barrett, can you do me a favor? Can you go to the streaming computer, or where the computer the game is on right now?
Yes.
And just give me an Alt-R. Give me Alt-R. And that's like the little frame time thing. DLSS frame generation is an option you could turn on. It uses AI to create frames in between frames, and it gives you just almost double the frame rate in a lot of situations. Yeah. Sometimes way more, which is really, really awesome. Again, with DLSS, it's deep learning super sampling. It uses AI to reconstruct the image of the game you're playing. So if you can't play at 4K and you're trying to run everything at ultra, all these awesome settings or whatever, you turn on DLSS and it lowers that 4K image down to, let's say, 720p. Which means that your computer doesn't have to use a lot of resources to run the game at 720p. And then it uses AI to reconstruct it to 4K, or from 1080p to 4K or whatever, and makes the image look just as sharp and just as awesome really, really fantastic tech, and I'm so excited to be showing it off here, especially for this game, because I played all of this game with all the ultra settings, and it's a stunner.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to here. Of course, ladies and gentlemen and NBs, we need your help. Tim has agreed to let us come in here and stream Dragon Age with the NVIDIA sponsorship for 2 days. If we can get numbers behind it, if we can get you super chatting and hype training and subscribing, we can do it next week as well and keep playing. Not the sponsorship part. We'll thank you for it, but I mean, just playing more Dragon Age. And we want to make Nick the Dwarf today. We want to really be insulting Nick and really make fun of him for as long as possible in this game.
Absolutely.
But as you know, I fell in love with the visuals of Dragon Age at the event where they were running it on NVIDIA tech. And so playing it on PlayStation 5, I had this separation where it looks great on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But now I'm excited to see what it will look like here with all the bells, whistles, and a brand new TV.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice. I did like some A/B tests, and quality mode definitely blurrier than what you get here, and then performance mode, very much more obviously blurrier, because it lowers down the resolution quite a bit, and then it tries to upscale it, but to try to meet those 60 frames per second. Are all the other settings looking good, Greg? What do we think? Everything else okay?
We can figure out as we go. Whoa! We got a Danielle Z coming through with gifted.
Danielle Z!
Thank you so much. I saw Chris Anka had super chat in there. Someone else did, obviously complimenting you and me and how great we are. And then Chris Anka said you look hot.
Oh, thank you, Chris, man. Thank you, bro.
Keep that coming.
You're hotter, bro. All right.
Looks like 20 subs have been gifted by Danielle Z to make sure that we can make sure Tim understands this and he won't cancel this.
Thank you
Somebody
so
in the
much.
other chat had said, how much do we have to donate to get Mike to play more Kingdom Hearts? And you can just shut up and let me have a day.
Yeah, let him have a
Let
day.
me have 2 days of Dragon Age. Is that too much?
Let him,
Maybe a week.
Let him have a day.
Next Friday I'll be flying to New York and you can do whatever you want, all right? Kingdom Hearts then.
All right, so we have all the settings ready to rock. We have under the graphics settings, this is where you would change, get everything set to all of the ultras.
The other thing I'm excited about this is that, as you know, I have no talent in character creators. So I'm looking forward to you really making Nick look like Nick.
That's exciting, yeah.
I feel like this will be all 2 hours of the stream as you making Nick
Possibly,
look like
very possibly. Look, we got all the ray tracing. We got the weird sort of jingling happening outside the door. What is... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Shaking it so lightly that there's no way the audio
There's no way the audio's picking up.
It's just for us. I did not know.
I didn't know
not
that.
see that coming.
I didn't know that this was happening.
Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring this stream.
He's the little, here's Kitty Nick right here. He's meowing. Go, shit. Man, it is a tight. He's making noise.
Get out of there, cat.
Yeah, get out of the cat. No, get out of the candy.
Treats, you'll get sick. Come get in my lap, kitty.
NVIDIA, you
Curl up in my lap, kitty.
If you never sponsor this again, I understand, NVIDIA. Oh my God, it's a lot.
I didn't realize the back was bare. What a good kitty. What a good kitty.
Oh man. Okay.
Andy, he likes it when you rub his ears.
Okay. All right. Get down off the couch. Down off the couch. Still rings his bell.
He's really allergic to cats.
Yeah, I've never seen a cat ring their bell. I've never seen them actually do that with their own paw. Oh gosh, sorry NVIDIA, sorry about that. Let's get back to business. We have ultra set to everything, and we have ray tracing fully set on. What you'll see, like what a lot of the consoles will do, is they'll have ray trace reflections selective, meaning that only certain surfaces that they feel are like the most obvious and noticeable will be reflective, and like Spider-Man does a great job of that on the PlayStation games, where it's like, oh, only this metal, but none of those materials are reflective, but they know that, like, you know, Ratchet and Clank's armor, you know, might want to be reflected or whatever, but we're going full on with all of the reflection, and we're ready to rock.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's hop in to Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Thank you again, NVIDIA. And click all the links, everybody, so NVIDIA's like, hey, this is worth it. Kind of funny to show off our tech.
100%.
Again, not sponsored by BioWare or EA. This is sponsored by NVIDIA.
Yeah.
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dread
Jonathan.
Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. he had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom,
Their Costco.
even their
membership.
You got that
immortality.
in your mind because Ricky Costco beats in a second?
Oh,
Now,
I never had
Solus wants
Costco
to
pizza.
tear down that veil.
It
And
sounds
undo
good.
the damage he
sure.
caused.
RGB.
Even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's got to stop him.
Somebody snap
I think the same thing every time, Big
When
Dog.
you come in.
I hope it'd be cool if, like, eventually, like, they do a GDC talk and they talk about all the mask references they hid inside of this.
Yeah.
Straight to Dwarf.
We are big fans of the mask here at BioWare. All right, here we go. Let's start off with a starter right here. Bada bing. Oh, we gotta customize, of course. All right, so one thing I've noticed about whenever I draw Nick, he always he's less pink than you and Tim.
Sure, he's got that all.
You know, yeah, he's got a bit more of the sort of mid-melanin look.
Sure.
So let's take off the makeup.
Yeah, Nick wouldn't wear makeup.
Oh no, those aren't makeup. That's in the paint. Sorry, that's in
Better
the
sort
paint
it out.
style.
You
My
reviewed
bad.
this game. You're supposed to know. what
You're so
it
right.
is.
You are so
This
right.
thing you did once.
Man, I'll tell you what. I created a Kunari last night.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, maybe I roll Kunari. Did you see my TikTok I posted?
No. Am I in it?
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. I mean, it's just a Kunari. But I was showing off the cool sort of the awesome thing where if you create a character and you're like, damn, I forgot to. I meant to change my faction.
I gotta open up the first thing I see Bears fans react to the helmet. I don't need to see this.
That's a bunch of BS,
I need
dude.
to be, man.
You can immediately, you can just re-import the character you just made so you don't have to recreate them from scratch.
Oh,
if
really?
you
I
really
didn't know
like
that.
the way that they looked, yeah. Let's see. You're creating your character, you spend so long. Look at how cool does that guy look? Looks
Yeah.
sick as shit, right? And you go to re-import on the bottom and just boop, and all your characters pop up.
Oh. Oh.
Really, really nice feature.
I like that.
God, he's peeking in again. The cat's peeking in again.
Everybody go to the Andy Cortez. No, just, well, I can't tell.
I think it's the Andy Cortez, yeah.
Find the Andy Cortez on TikTok.
Nick is just just peering through the. It's like when the cat will watch you pee. Like,
The best is Joey just needs a photo of him in this outfit.
Oh,
But now
really?
She's unleashed him on the office the rest of the day.
yeah,
And he was acting like he had all these big business calls to do and all this important stuff to do. And here he is. You did this. You unleashed this on us. We didn't need this today.
it is what
Happy
it,
when he's just grumpy at his desk having to actually work for a living.
it is.
Walking around eating Skittles and stuff, dressed as a cat with no back.
Almost went to Costco like this.
We have too much fun here.
The way that when you called out the freaking the back being just
I did not expect that. I went to pet him and I was like, oh, that's all Nick? That's
all back.
Nick. How many
Face
characters have
paint.
you rolled in Dragon Age right now?
Well, as I told you, I started off a couple times.
Yeah.
But I have a Kunari, and then I have the first level I started off with. I went with the Link hairstyle.
Link.
It's like the straight up Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay.
Tears of the Kingdom hairstyle, where it's like the long sides here,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
long
yeah,
in the
yeah.
back, and I almost made him look exactly like Link, and I was like, nah, that's like, you know, I'm not trying to role play as Link, you know.
Sure.
And also Link doesn't talk. You know. All right.
Nick won't shut up.
The problems that I had with, well, first off, we got to do a couple things. We got to go to body shape.
See, this is why it's fascinating to watch you do it. Because for me, I wouldn't be able to start seeing, even trying to see Nick until I got the hair and the facial hair right.
So, okay, so that I love that you say that, because that's one thing I was doing with my Commander Shepard last night, because I made FemShep as my Inquisitor on the new character. And what I did was, I wanted to get everything down right first.
Yeah.
So I got the eyes, all the proportions trying to look good, the green eyes, kind of freckled face or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna save the hair for the last, because that's what's gonna bring it all together. And I feel like it's the beard and the.
Yeah, I got to start there so I can start seeing it. And again, like, you know me, I think character creators are too complicated these days. So for me, it's always that, oh, you're good enough. This is the stylized version of whoever I'm trying to make. If I do that, I didn't do that in Dragon Age. I ended up getting inspired by the character and the hairstyle and whatever, and made a crow named Pari, even though that doesn't matter because they call her Rook the entire show.
Yeah. But you give them also, they get that cool little last name, Deriva.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nitrillion Deriva. Let's see here. Oh God.
Oh, the cat's trying to get underneath the door.
The cat's paws are underneath the door.
What I appreciate
It's
about
not
it
on
is-
camera
I
at
was
all.
gonna say,
Yeah,
what I
no,
appreciate
it's-
is that Nick is just playing. This is a
It's-
scene for the two of us.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This
It
doesn't
is.
benefit the audience or the stream at all.
It is a show.
Oh,
It's-
you're trying to? Can the cat open the door?
It's doing a show for nobody right now.
Let's let it go. I
Yeah.
had nerds.
Oh man.
He's on all fours on the ground. He's on all fours on the ground.
It's just doing a show for nobody. It's great stuff.
When's the last time you had strawberry nerds?
Ooh, it's been a while. It has been a while. So what I'm gonna do is, I do think I'm gonna get the beard first. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
you need that.
Nick's beard.
I'm looking at it soon.
Do we want to go with more of like the dwarf beard, where it is like a thicker? Remember during pandemic, he had a massive, crazy beard. I didn't like it.
Personally, I want it to look as accurate to Nick as possible. So it already sucks that he's too tall in the game. He's definitely smaller than the dwarf would normally be. But like, I want his facial. I want you to look at him and be like, oh, it's Nick.
I had a good laugh the other day when I saw somebody. I think there was a comment that was like,
Nerds are still great.
"Oh, nice." There was a comment that was like, "Wait, Nick is like a little bit taller than Andy." I was like, "Shh, don't say anything." We do the joke heights, the height jokes with him. All right, so here's one thing I like about other creators that I wish that they could implement here.
Okay.
That something we noticed with, the freaking PS5 game where you are in feudal Japan, the one that you love that I...
Rise of Ronin.
Rise of Ronin. You have the ability, and it's always with Koei Tecmo games, you could do like white hair and make the white hair more, obvious.
Yeah.
And they'll multiply and they'll, but here it's like you could just go gray or whatever.
Snug Slacks in the chat says, everybody's golf Nick is still the best Nick avatar.
There's nothing
Remember when he
better than
ran
that.
out and real Nick got so mad that he
There's
was so small, he made him big as a child.
There's nothing better than that, I don't think. So like with Nick, it's always the receding hairline that really
You need that.
makes him pop out, right? I saw a good subreddit post that was like, whenever I hear Andy get excited about character creators, I get jealous because it's like I can't do that. I think this is the closest. I think this is the closest one that we have.
Yeah.
And
I look at that already and I'm like, oh, I can see that's Nick.
and the person in the subreddit was like, the thing is like, I can look in the mirror and say, and recognize, oh, that's me, but I don't know how to recreate me. And I think a lot of it comes from the fact that I have those artistic genes or whatever,
Yeah.
and I see shapes and I know how to so part of it is like inherent or whatever, but it's also easier when you're working with a subject that has really, really noticeable facial features.
Sure.
So when think of like the dudes that draw caricatures at Disneyland or
Yep,
whatever.
yeah,
If you have a person with big ass ears, you accentuate the shit out of that. If you have a person with gigantic eyes and a tiny little mouth, then you accentuate the hell out of that. And it's
Giant knockers.
yeah, giant big old knockers, exactly the same thing.
They always do to my character.
Same
I
thought.
hate it. Like, I know. I don't want to do push-ups though.
They're just hanging down there. Look at that. So one thing with Nick is, do we have the whiteboard? Oh shoot. We do have the whiteboard, but we don't have a marker. Greg, can you go find me a marker? I would love that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love for you to find me a little marker,
I'll find a
please.
marker. Everybody hold
Very,
on.
very important stuff.
Oh, my zippers popped though.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's fine. This suit's been around forever. It's on the side.
That's one of
right
your
there. It's one of the ones.
one of your backups. Okay, I like that.
This suit, Andy is like 20 years old.
20 years old.
20 years old.
Holy shit. Still fits him great, chat. Still fits him great.
Honestly, baggier than ever.
Baggier than, I mean, yeah, Greg's been slimming a lot. As soon as Greg got married, that's where the health really, really kicked in for him, I would say. So the thing that I want to point out to the chat is I've been drawing Nick, even as a fan, I was making little like cartoon caricatures of everybody at Kind of Funny. So I've gotten really good at drawing Nick over the years. I know his nose shape. I know that he has smaller eyes that with eyebrows that have a. Here's a whiteboard. Thank you, Greg.
Do you have an eraser?
Oh no. Oh, is there a lot of shit on it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. Is it important shit?
It's Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, I don't want to.
You know how Mike is.
Yeah, I don't want to erase Mike's.
Now, first off, though, well, we can have a quick conversation because Mike's on the Costco run. You and I both know that if roles were reversed, this shit's erased. Nobody cares about this jabroni.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
you're
we
right.
can turn it on him and just be like, "Fuck you, Mike."
Okay, well, so I'm gonna just erase this little section.
Okay.
That is from Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Or I'll just draw it right here. And chat won't really even be able to see it, but that's okay. Here's the thing with Nick. Little beady eyes. And normally, when I'm drawing a nose and eyebrows, I'll do like this.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm used to drawing myself, right?
Jetsy.
I'm used to drawing myself.
Wait, hold on, too. Didn't they? Watch this, all right? You ready?
Yeah.
I think it's not gonna. I think bad's gonna happen.
No, I think it's good. Yeah.
They crushed it. There you
Yeah,
go.
look at that.
Thanks, Bear, for setting up the stream
Thank you,
deck.
Bear. Thank you, Bear. So I'm always used to drawing my eyebrows and like the gap in between my eyebrows. But with Nick's, as I've been drawing him over the years, Nick has a much larger gap in between the eyebrows. He has really, really short eyebrows, along with nostrils that kind of like go up a bit. And so yeah, I've gotten really good at drawing Nick over the ages. One thing that I wish was in this character creator, Greg, would be just eyeball size. Like
You want to make your?
there's no eye size. You can make your eyelids closed more,
Okay.
but you can't just make your eyes larger or smaller. I was pretty disappointed by that. Now you can make everything around them larger to sort of
Everything.
everything. Oh man, everything. So this is like this is almost like a perfect Nick nose.
Yeah.
And we could definitely accentuate it a bit more. Like a lot of dwarves have larger noses, so I can.
But I don't want to accentuate. I want it to be, again, it's too tall, but I want it to be as true to Nick as possible.
Oh, of course, of course. So a little bit more
If you could
pointed
give
out.
it really bad opinions and a short attention span, that'd be awesome too.
Man, it's wild to think about. Like, you know, I have bad ADHD, Greg.
Yeah.
But the amount of times that
You
like
get through a fucking interview without ordering pants.
the amount of times that I'm looking and talking to Nick,
You see
and then
him
I
go.
see the eyes go away, and then it's maybe not the hand thing, but that was a one
How
situation
do
thing.
I comedy? Wear the bell.
Here we go. Oh God. Here we go. Width on the nostrils, and I think what does depth do? Oh, okay. So depth pushes. Yeah, that's nice. So like Nick has really long nostrils from the side view. If you were to look at him from the side, there's like they're
Pronounced.
they're not like little circles. When I would always draw myself as a kid, I always drew like two pretty large sized black dots for my nostrils because from my front view, they're very, very sort of pronounced here.
They call you Nosy Andy.
No, they do. How'd you know that? He knows.
Kids are mean.
He knows. All right, spacing. Eyes a little bit further apart with, I also want to call, there was some people in like different comment sections that are like, the Kinari are too pretty, what the hell? Like they're just trying to appeal to like kids to not scare them or whatever. There's some truly horrifying faces when you are doing the head slider thing. So you want to pick like just 3 face shapes and they are really exaggerated. And then you sort of like bring it all together by mix and matching them. But the ones that you are choosing from are like really, really sort of pronounced so that you could try to find like a balance in the middle. Like, those are some pretty good eyes for Nick, I think. And then we'll find a balance in the middle. And then I'm also going to put his eyebrows lower, Greg.
Yeah.
Eyebrow shape, we need that big gap in the middle, remember.
Big gap in the middle. Chat, write it down. Shout out to RecklessFire094 who has gifted 20 subs.
Reckless Fire, thank you so much.
Artedius says, I just got married this weekend and wanted to share some of the love with my
Ooh.
best friends here on my favorite channel. Thank you for the super chat, Teddy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
And then LollyFox12 just resubscribed with Prime for 30 months on Twitch.
Congratulations.
Cameron
Thank
Kennedy
you so much.
says, when are y'all recording
LollyFox.
Agatha in review? Tomorrow afternoon. You can catch it with your Kind of Funny membership.
I was just watching that this morning.
Yeah, I only got one left.
I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah,
I don't want to jinx anything.
How far are you?
About to start episode 6.
Oh, okay, you're fine. Then you're gonna like it. For me, it dipped a little bit in the middle there, when it was like, now what's the challenge gonna be? Or I'm like, all right. Not that I didn't like it, but I was like, yeah, you know.
I'm going with this just for right now. Nobody judge me.
Nobody judge
I know
him.
they're really, really tiny, but what I want to do is just see. This is all part of the process, right?
Hey, man.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Of course. This is what NVIDIA paid for.
Okay, so that's definitely not going to be as extreme as I wanted to be, and that's okay. And that's why we experiment.
You got to experiment.
Let's go with.
See, Cameron Kennedy, says the music episode is the one that really dipped for me. I agree with that. That was one where I was like,
Down. There's a banger of a song.
The song is great. The song that's like the backbone is pretty good.
Let's see here.
You need a big gap, don't forget.
Yeah, we need the big gap. But then, I mean, we can accentuate the big gap, and it's already kind of large.
Red Devil super chats and says, this is far more detailed than my Nick tutorial. Height slider all the way down. Age slider all the way up. Lenart just gifted 5 subs.
Oh my God, Lenart, thank you.
Prove to Tim Geddes we should stream this every day that we can.
For the rest of our lives.
I bet if you give us 5 days, day 4 we'll be playing the game. We'll be out of the tutorial. Or the, character.
Yeah, I mean,
Let me try again. I promise, if you give us 5 days, by day 4 we'll be out of the character creator.
And cut. That's good.
All right, edit that back in, Mike.
That's a good one. Okay, we'll go with this accentuated one, and then we'll try to find that happy middle ground.
Ooh, I like this one.
We made a good version of him in Baldur's Gate, also.
Triforce's power.
It didn't. What do you what?
No, fucking Greg and Andy says, I have been going back to watching Batman in review along with my own Batman rewatch because of the Penguin. Would you say your view on Batman has changed? The Batman has changed, especially now with the Penguin expanding on it. I think there'll be a good conversation about that in Penguin in review when we get there. The short version is like, every time we finish Penguin, I'm like, I gotta go watch the Batman. I gotta go back and watch that show. I think it expanding on their Gotham and their world is going to make me like the Batman more.
Yeah, I think so. Puts things in context a bit differently.
Lemon Bendy says, will this game feature an appearance from the Cuz?
The Coos.
Coos, my apologies. We should do that. I know we legitimately won't play the game today if we do it, but we should figure out who we want.
As the Inquisitor
to be, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought it was gonna be you. I mean.
Oh, me? I like that, sure.
Or like.
Snowbike Mike.
Henry Winkler. Oh, something like Mike.
Winkler.
Would you happy belated birthday, Henry Winkler, recently?
Oh, really? I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
I saw who posted? Oh, it was from Sonic, the voice of Sonic, and
Roger Craig Smith.
No, in the movie.
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, yeah. He posted a picture of them. Because they were in Parks and Rec. Did you watch Parks and Rec?
I didn't watch it. I've seen a lot of breakouts of it.
It's a good show. Not as good as The Office, but.
On the Winkler front, I saw a clip of him go on TikTok the other day where Drew Barrymore like choked on her coffee or whatever and had to like run off stage on her own show where she was interviewing Henry Winkler, and Wink doesn't miss a beat. Like, she leaves and he's like, all right, and just starts playing to the audience and talking to them and interviewing himself. I was like, damn, that's good.
What the fuck?
I don't know if you've ever seen one of our shows. Fucking Joey walks in to get a Coke, everybody panics. Like, they can't pay attention to anything.
Exactly.
Fucking clowns. I hate it. I miss Brian Altano every day.
I'm gonna Google just Nick Scarpino. Because I don't want him to come in here, to be honest with you.
No, God.
You know? You know what I mean? See, like, this is what I'm talking about with the eyebrows. Like,
oh yeah, they are far apart. They're a huge gap.
But like there doesn't seem to be a middle ground unless we find one right here. Because the gap in between is already as far apart as it can be. Now it's just all about finding, see, like these are the original ones that I saw.
It's not bad.
But they need to be longer, but we just can't do that. Can't make them longer.
Way to go, BioWare.
Ooh,
Everyone wants to say you're back, not the eyebrow gang.
That was a really funny comment I saw. A lot of people saying that BioWare is back, almost as if it's scripted. It's like, man, you guys are funny.
People are just terminally online. So much time to kill.
Hold on, let's see.
CJ Clogston says, Greg, when will Ben be promoted from being a rookie Ghostbuster? If you're unaware, everybody, of course, Ben is a Ghostbuster again this year. By choice. He could have been whatever we want. We walked through Spirit Halloween. He's stuck with the Ghostbusters. And currently, when you buy any of the kid Ghostbuster outfits, they all have the rookie name patch rather than, original Ghostbusters, or in my line of work where I have my own suit. So Ben will get a Miller patch, I feel, when one of two things happen. Well, honestly, when he's just a bigger kid and he's in a suit for longer, right? Like, I have no seamstress ability. So I'm not going to buy the patch and then put on a different suit every year. The rookie thing's cute, I think. Right now, what we're really waiting for is, I assume you know this based on my Instagram, where I put up a photo of me giving Ben my belt from when I was a little kid that I've saved from 1986.
That is adorable.
He also wears my proton pack and uses my gear too. The big one for him is going to be eventually, I would say probably in 2 years, he's going to be big enough to fit into the suit my mom made him, that his grandma made him. Guima, as he calls her. That Guima made me, that I have. So I have a Ghostbuster suit that's I'm so old that not every movie was immediately marketed and IP was struck on to have a million things. So I have a Ghostbuster suit my mom made from scratch for me.
Guima.
And that one is she painted the logo on the side and also painted a Ghostbuster logo on where the name tag goes. So once he gets into that, he'll be in that for a while, and then don't worry, there is a Ghostbusters 2 version that's a little bit larger.
Oh, okay.
As well. That one says Egon on it.
I was worried, Greg.
I know. So basically, I think when we can put him in a flight suit that he won't outgrow in 3 months, maybe we'll have a permanent one there for him.
Guima.
Guima.
I think that's like the same one that I picked.
CJ Wiggs says, I feel like Ben's suffering through Ghostbusters Stockholm Syndrome. That's the joke I made during Frozen Empire, where I started to say, somebody's like, do kids care about Ghostbusters? And I'm like, well, yeah, I can't. He's got Stockholm Syndrome.
Nick got me so good yesterday.
When you're screaming?
He was like, does he think that whatever you all are celebrating is just like the Ghostbusters Day? Like, this is the day that everybody dresses as Ghostbusters. It got me so good.
We check in for at least 2 months. I've been checking in occasionally. Like, what do you want to be? Ghostbuster. And there was one day where one of the kids at preschool was going to be a firefighter with his family, and Ben was talking about it. I was preparing for it. He's like, Dad, for Halloween, can I be a Ghostbuster? I was like, yes, you can. So we made it because I was ready up until this morning for him to be like, I don't want to wear this costume.
Oh, really? You thought you were cutting in that close?
You know how kids are.
I mean,
change their mind. This morning he was hungry, so he didn't want to put on the suit right away. So I shoved a bagel in his mouth, put him in the goddamn suit.
Get in the goddamn suit.
Listen, I don't want to cancel Christmas, but I will if you don't put on the Ghostbusters suit right now. I'll call Santa.
Is this more of the beard?
Well, now it gets hard because of the cheekbone.
Like, I wish the mustache wasn't as crazy there, But I think that might be. I think the first one I had might be the best one, but I'm just gonna do another little quick rotation.
Hey man, we're in no rush.
Quick rotation,
Hey, who's got the rotation?
I mean, these are all such thick, luscious beards.
Yeah.
And they look great with
disconnected.
The strand technology. No, but I mean, did you Monster Hunter Wilds?
Uh-huh.
Had my mind blown with it.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 options. You have mustache setting and beard setting. Oh my God.
The way God intended it.
Goatee.
You know what I mean?
Goatee type stuff.
How much? You put a lot of time in it?
Oh, well, I mean, I just played it that first day. But I'm excited to hop in now that you can play it on PC, because it looked really muddy on console. Like real muddy.
Yeah, when we did our preview on PS5, I felt the same way. I was like, this doesn't look great.
Yeah, it definitely, and I heard, fidelity is a little bit better, but
see, I understand what you're doing here. I think you're losing too much, though.
This is the beard?
Again, we have to iterate, Nick could never grow a mustache like that, but we have to come in here.
Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do to kind of get the shape a little bit better then. Since the beard is covering it all up, I can push his chin higher.
Sure.
So it kind of gets the overall shape across a bit more. His eyes do need to be lower, however. This will help a lot. Check this out. This will help a lot.
Check it out, everybody. This is gonna help a lot.
Brows. Okay, brows are as low as they go, and then eyeballs. much further down as well. And then let's add a little bit of tilt this way. And then just looking at these photos real quick. Nose tip a little bit thinner. I love when you can edit the nose tip.
Chris nails it. We are watching a master cook.
Thank you, Chris. I mean, that's huge praise from a true artist like Chris, you know. All right, so if I could have it my way, that gap in the eyebrows would be a lot more pronounced, but we're gonna work with what we got.
You know what? Play it as it lies.
Let's see how the ears look. Ears are definitely a little too, like mine, they're too big. So, or the shape is at least a bit too much like mine. So we wanna get the shape right first, and then we can edit the position a bit smaller on the ears. No cauliflower ear, no ear symmetry or asymmetry. What is depth? Okay, so I want them to be more like that, and we can push them in a tiny bit. Height's good. How are Nick's earlobes? Nick got earlobes? A little bit. Nick's got some earlobes.
Oh.
Always hated it when some games wouldn't let you do the earlobe stuff. It's like, I have very big earlobes. I have massive ears. Eyes, I still want to push it.
Push it to the limit.
Spacing's as far as it could go, but that's what we want right there. Little beady eyes. Oh, and then we can go to, oh, the scalp is already as tall as it, oh, here we go. Head height. And that'll pronounce like the forehead.
Don't look back, just keep your head or you'll be in it.
Don't stop me now.
Push it to the limit.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. And then let's see. And this is what we do for perfection, Chad, okay? Like, I understand you want to get to the gameplay. We want to see all the ray tracing and all the incredible bells and whistles that NVIDIA has to offer. But we got to get the details right first.
We can't start this game and not feel like we are looking at Nick the Dwarf.
Yeah, exactly.
I want people who are, I want it to be on TV out there, and like Mike walks by and does a double take. And he's like, wait, is that live?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the video game.
Yeah, and then you look at it in different lighting, and it's like, okay, things are...
This is such a nice option.
Oh, yeah.
Option. Not a lot of games don't do this.
I mean, the first thing that this is one of the first things they showed off to me at that SGF preview event, because they were like, we heard the feedback, we know the feedback, we had the same issues. You created your character in Inquisition in such a green light. You see him in the game, you're like, oh, that doesn't look like the character I made or whatever. Because they had such like a weird kind of dead-looking green light on everybody, and it just made your character not look the way that they would be in the real world.
Let me jump in with some stuff that's going on over here, all right? Lenart gifted 5 subs a while back.
Lenart, thank you.
Mr. Hawks comes in and resubscribes for 36 months in a row and says, 3 straight years of subs. Andy, Greg, thank you both for everything you've done for me over the past few weeks. Extra live stream this weekend, so wish me luck.
Ooh!
Break a leg, Mr. Hawks.
Congratulations.
Enjoy it. Yang Fam donated a super chat and said, happy Halloween to Kinda Funny and all the Kinda Funny best friends. Happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween.
Rogue4 donated in super chat and said, hi, I'm divided. I really want to watch this, but also want to play the game without being spoiled, but I can't get the game until Christmas.
Oh.
That is a big division.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we'll be lucky if by tomorrow's stream we've finished the character creator.
Yeah.
Because again, remember, we have to go make an Inquisitor after this, so.
Yeah, there's
a lot going on.
This is all really important.
So I think you could hang out here for quite a while. And then you could just do what our life is, which is a blessing and a curse, where you watch the opening 2-3 hours, and then when you go play, and you're like, oh, I kind of remember that. Like, it's the preview event, right? Like, it was a big deal when I finally got out of what we played at the preview event, because we had played so much of the preview.
Yeah, you're right.
Piece of Poe resubscribed with Prime for 56 months.
Is that Poe?
No.
Oh.
And then Kizzer and Sky donated with a super chat and says, if you could add a character creator this deep to any other game, which would it be?
Question. I mean, if I could take these details and put them in Mass Effect and replay that trilogy.
Doesn't this get you excited for what Mass Effect?
Oh my gosh. Because like when I played Legendary Edition, just thoroughly stunned with like, oh man, this is how the character creator was back then. And you thought, that's why I rolled default male ship, you know?
Yeah.
I just went with the cover athlete because he looked the most natural. That's a good one. That's a good question.
I mean, I'm drawn to say, and I know it's on my mind, but I'm thinking of a character. You know me, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about a character for a game I put a lot of hours into, right? So you might think I would jump to Diablo, but again, Diablo characters are so disposable, I don't worry so much.
Right.
I would say DC Universe Online. Back in the day, how much I loved playing that game, 900 plus hours of that game. If I really could have gotten in the weeds and made it look different, specific, that would have been fun. Because I know my character so well, Taylor Swift, of course.
Of course. Damn, even back then, T-Swift, man, you've been at Swifty for a long time.
And since the start, man. Since Tim McGraw.
How do you feel about all these like latecomers to the party?
I'm glad. I'm glad they're there to enjoy it.
Oh, really? You're not going to gatekeep them?
No. I've done the opposite, where I've let them chase me out. Where it's like, I'm lucky enough that I have done this a long time. And Pizza time.
You want some pizza or do you want to come out?
I'd like some pizza, yeah. If I can get a slice.
Yeah.
I'm cool right now. Thank you very much.
Where I, of course, thank you. That was instantaneous. Thanks, boys.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thanks, Mike.
Of course.
Thanks, Raj.
Should we I think we should make Mike the Inquisitor now that I think of it.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Anyways. Okay, so no. I've been with Taylor Swift literally since her debut single, Tim McGraw, right? Because of Missouri and country radio. And so I had the original album and all that jazz. And then I was lucky enough that I've been ahead of the curve, right? It used to be very novel on IGN content that I was a Taylor Swift fan, right? When that would come up. And then as she took over the world and found this new era, people would start saying, oh, Greg's a Swiftie, Greg's a Swiftie. And when we got to, I've known it for a while, but I started saying I definitely was not when we got to Eras Tour and when we got to the theater experience and all that stuff. We're like, oh, you're going, right? You're a Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift with all my heart and soul. She's my favorite musician. I will not go to that show because that's not how I like to experience her music. And I don't want to take away from those who do. And same thing with, I didn't go to the concert and see it in the theater, right? Because I heard stories of people singing there and dancing in the aisles. And I'm like, I would not do that. I would not enjoy that. I would not do that.
I would not wish that on anybody.
That is a Swiftie, and I'm glad that exists for them. That's just not how I want to engage.
Gotcha.
And so that is the definition of Swiftie. I would just say I'm a Taylor Swift super fan.
You heard it here first, folks.
There you go. I don't know if that was actually first. I feel like we talked about it.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to go wash my hand because I rubbed Nick's bare back.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Do you need any? You want water?
I think I have a Mountain Dew Zero in the fridge. If it's there, I would love that.
Yeah.
If not, it's okay. I think this is looking pretty damn good, chat. I'll be real with y'all. Now it's all about like, what is the, because I was able to find the spacing. I had the spacing wrong on the eyebrows. I had it set to the wrong side, so you notice they got even further apart, which is exactly what we want. Because if you Google Nick Scarpino just on any sort of, phone. And if your phone also did that search, I wouldn't wish that upon your phone to do that. But you'll see those immediate sort of promo photos that Nick took when Kind of Funny first formed, and the eyebrows are like one of the most obvious looking things, like they're very pronounced. So now I think we go through and looking for, because like that's the receding hairline we want. That's not the hairstyle we want. But we are definitely going for accuracy.
What a Halloween.
Man, like if this forehead went bigger, this is like mullet era Nick.
Mm-hmm. Remember how dumb he looked?
Yeah, I remember that. I would love to. I want
Hit him with a golf club.
I want some character. I want some modders to teach me how to mod. I want to like unpack stuff, put it into 3ds Max and ZBrush, and do some stuff, and then throw it back in.
In a similar vein, I was looking into how to mod my proton pack last night.
Oh yeah, what were you doing?
The HasLab pack turns off after like 3.5 minutes. And so you have to go get this always on mod from
Oh,
put
okay.
it in there, plug it in the board and shit.
What engine is this on? This is DICE's Frostbite engine, which is like EA's thing. So one cool thing that I learned about how this engine just always caused a lot of their internal studios a lot of pain because they're just making it from scratch and they're having to learn how the engine worked alongside making games, and that's why a lot of those early games struggled. But now they've gotten it to a point where when the FIFA teams work on a game, they push tech further in Frostbite, and then they lend it to BioWare to push the tech forward there, and it's all one big sort of collaborative effort. And I was really bummed to find out that the new Mass Effect game will be in Unreal and not Frostbite.
Oh no.
See, like that's the level of height we want on the forehead.
Sure.
I think this might just be the best one. Yeah, I just wish like some of the strands were kind of in front.
Strand game. Iron Spider 2099 resubscribed for 33 months. Thank you so much.
Hello, Iron Spider.
Sleepy
Thank
Hulk.
you.
Yeah, 2 Marvel guys back to back subscribes for 73 months. Thank you so much.
Ooh, the width on the head kind of works there because of the way he sort of fades his hair up. Scale. Oh, we could just. Oh, nice. Just make that dome larger.
This is definitely giving the vibes you want.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I mean, shoot. I don't really know. Oh, complexion. Are we gonna keep him a young virile Nick, or are we gonna?
I mean, he's gotta be a bit old.
I think this controller has stick drift. Anytime I move the stick, sometimes it'll keep spinning. Let's see.
I can go get you the Luna controller if you want.
I do have my Razer controller, but I know you wouldn't want to play with that.
Yeah, but are we actually playing today?
That's a good call.
At this rate, we're just doing this. It's great. I'm having a great time. And again, I want this to be a long stream. I thank you.
Dark Circles works well.
Blanket483 for resubscribing for 91 months in a row. Tactical Grouch for resubscribing with Prime for 4 months in a row. You're making sure Tim understands we have to keep going. Ryan Rob Johnson resubscribed for 27 months in a row. Give some subs, really shove it down Tim's throat. Say you love character creators. Now here's the one thing I'm gonna toss out there.
Toss it.
He looks great. You crushed this. I know you're still tweaking because
Yeah.
you're Andy. Inquisitor. We could also make Kevin and really drive Nick crazy.
I just like. I wish it was like in Baldur's Gate when you make your other character or whatever, because they're a lot more present. You know, yeah, you're not getting a whole lot of Inquisitor.
That's my thing where I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Should we make Kevin a dwarf as well? No, but like, I just think. I think Mike has a lot more noticeable features. The red mustache. You know what I mean?
I'm in.
We could find some cool like ponytails for Nick though. Let me push the depth out.
Mr. Hawk says, I am in no way trying to speed anything along, but will today's stream be anything but the character creation? I dig, but just wondering how deep this creator is. We'll see, I doubt it. I bet we come from here, we go to Mike, and we're gonna be just as obsessive about that.
Yeah, I mean this. I think this is good right now.
Agreed.
I'm just gonna do one thing on the nose real quick. I want to rotate it down a bit more. Nose tip rotation.
Correct that tip!
Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody dip!
Dun, 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 dun.
Step on the creek!
Dun, 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 dun.
Ryan Rob Johnson subscribes for 27 months. Send Nuggies gifts 2 subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Send Nuggies.
Sparek says, when will the big debate of putting big oof on the reviews? When will be the big debate of putting big oof on the review scale?
Oh. Well, I also wanted to put blech and meh.
We have meh.
You'd be good in it. It's a shame. I know you could.
The women.
A little spicy for you right there?
No,
He's
just
spicy?
congested.
Oh, okay.
Doc says I got COVID, but I don't believe him.
No. It's all hearsay, you know?
It's just the flu.
Everybody's got an opinion. Okay, I really, really like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Look at this fucker. Look at this guy.
Nick, all right.
Thank you, NVIDIA, for allowing us to make this magic happen.
It's the facial expressions.
In the middle.
Look at that middle. Look at this.
Oh, we do got to make the bulge bigger. You're right. Hold on, let's go to body shape. No, body proportions. Make Nick pack in, you know.
Yeah, get it.
Give him a big dumper. Nick's got a bit of a dumper, you know. He's got some big hips too. That beautiful hourglass figure.
Oh, you can never forget.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
This is the content that people want. This is
Yeah.
what Nick looks like. We're great.
Do you want to try out Warrior? I want you to try out Warrior.
Sure.
Like, I think you'll really, really like it.
Yeah, no, totally.
I also know a lot of people are curious about Mage and the Spellblade, but I think Warrior would be a cool thing for you to explore.
He can't be a mage.
Oh,
can't use magic.
shit,
Yeah.
that's cool. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot. I mean, look at this little chunky dude.
Yeah, this
Background.
is what I fucking love.
You think he's a Grey Warden?
Grey Wardens are such bitches.
I mean, honestly, I had kind of forgotten the whole sort of thing about Grey Wardens until talking to Davern in this game.
Yeah.
And I just really enjoyed that sort of backstory.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Ooh.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
I created a Veil Jumper.
Mm-hmm.
And the first people you'll meet in the Veil Jumper camp
Yeah.
really changed the context of the characters and made the dialogue worse.
Oh.
Like, it made this more of an antagonistic relationship because of something that happened with you and them. And I was like, I never thought they'd be paying in the slide. But also, the conversation did not flow good at all on Veil Jumper.
Okay.
And that could, that just may be one singular situation. And now I'm starting to wonder, of all the people that really, really did not like the writing in reviews, maybe
Were they playing the wrong class?
But, I mean, not wrong,
I know,
right?
I
You
know,
know.
yeah.
But when I did the Veil Jumper, I was like, oh, that didn't flow well at all, and
Gotcha.
like I would have been turned off by that had that
Sure.
been my main dude.
My thought. So, I've always wanted. When I finished the game, I was like, damn, I would love to see a Necromancer. My thing is, I don't know if Necromancer is gonna fit Nick. You know what I mean? For what we're building here.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
So I think then I kind of liked the Lords of Fortune look on him, unless you think Grey Warden's the way to go.
No, Lords of Fortune could definitely work.
Rook is a Lord of Fortune, an informal collection of explorers, hunters, and treasure seekers from Rivian. The rowdy lords are famed for both daring exploits and narrow escapes.
It does seem like Ravane, that whole area, could be like his Johnny Ace's Malta.
Okay.
This paradise,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I like that. I like
this
that a lot.
sort of island life.
Okay.
I like this.
All right, cool.
I talked myself into it. And you could also like sort of preview the, oh my God, yes.
That's
Yes.
yes for the casual wear.
This is good. Thank you, NVIDIA, for allowing us to do this. Again, we are showing off all the tech that we may not get to gameplay yet, but you'll see it and it'll look real good. When a corrupt Ravani noble double-crossed Rook escaped a collapsing ruin, turned the tables, and destroyed a dangerous artifact. Bam. Leave it on Adventurer. You go with that?
Yeah, sure.
We'll go with Adventurer.
First name Nick. It's Nick Ladir. Later.
Oh, you know what? I have to go type it in over there. I forgot.
Fair enough.
PC gaming. You know.
While you do that, I'll remind you that this is a sponsored stream from NVIDIA.
Play the ad right now. If you
We can play the ad right now while I type it in. Here comes an ad, everybody. Thanks for being a supporter. We love you. We appreciate you. I'm going to get another piece of pizza.
I'm gonna eat pizza as well.
Episode's brought to you by Phasmophobia. The genre-defining horror game is finally out now on consoles. Yes, that's right. The phenomenon that is Phasmophobia has finally entered console early access on PS5, PSVR 2, and Xbox Series X and S, with full cross-play support across all platforms from day one. Join the already almost 20 million players on Steam, including our very own Snowbike Mike, and get ready for some spine-chilling ghost hunting with up to 3 friends. Experience the horror as you investigate immersive haunted locations and gather evidence to help you succeed. With several different ghost types and unique traits, no ghost hunt is ever the same. Making sure you work as a team and utilize your equipment is the key to making it out alive. It's time, ghost hunters. Phasmophobia is out now on PS5, PSVR 2, and Xbox Series X and S. Gather your friends and prepare for the terrifying ghost hunts that await. This episode is brought to you by New World Eternum. New World Eternum is a thrilling action RPG experience for console and PC players with a vibrant world, vast and beautiful setting, dynamic real-time action combat, and the freedom for players to choose how to forge their destiny. Combat is skill-based and dynamic, incorporating swords, guns, and sorcery so that you can build one character to rule them all as you explore Eternum and unravel the mysteries of the supernatural island that you can't leave. You love playing RPGs alone? You can in New World Eternum, or play cooperatively with your friends as you complete quests, get better gear, and level up. Greg played this at Summer Game Fest on PlayStation 5 and was caught off guard by how much he enjoyed it and how many hours he said he could see himself sinking into the final product. There's boss fights, cool enemies, crossplay, resource gathering, and crafting. So yeah, this sounds like a Greg game. New World Eternum is available now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
So that's
All
why
right.
the doc says my balls hurt all the time.
I hope that works out for you. Welcome back, everybody. We have Nick Lady here. And the last name comes from the faction that you're from.
Which I think is so cool.
Yeah. I gotta tap. Wait. Do I have to? What am I gonna do?
Hit enter over there.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, damn. You're a PC gamer.
I know, man.
Oh, my mic's still on. Whoops.
Hey, everybody, it's Greg. I'm eating pizza. Cuba Steve says, I wonder if I should try New World instead of Throne and Liberty. We did that one stream of New World, and I'm so excited to get back to it.
Dude, I look at that game, I look at Throne and Liberty, and I just imagine a world where there wasn't 6 other things I'd be playing, because those seem so up my alley.
Time sinks, yeah.
Time to make the Inquisitor.
We're going with Mike, we decided, yeah?
Murderer, Herald, yeah, Judge, Savior, these were some of the titles heaped on the Inquisitor as she led a force that challenged nations. 8 years ago, a catastrophic breach in the Fade, realm of magic, blah, blah, blah. She advised throughout by an elven mage named Solus. The Inquisitor discovered, however, that Solus was in truth an ancient elven god, Fen-Harel, the Dread Wolf. He planned to restore things to their primal state when the Fade and physical reality were one. Solus said he regretted the deaths this would cause, but claimed there was no other way to fix it. Edit the Inquisitor. We make Mike an elf, or just a human? Probably just a human, right?
Just a human, yeah.
All right, let's see. Din, 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 din. Everybody read it.
Ty says, should I make Captain America a Wolverine in this? Which would the gameplay fit better? I didn't do it, but you say warriors throwing their shield.
Yo,
right?
dude, yeah. When you level up the shield tossing, it's then throw it, and when it comes back, you time it to then send it out again, and it just shoot,
That sounds like
shoot,
Avengers, man.
shoot, dude.
Great.
It's so awesome sounding. Yeah, again, I want this game to win every sound design award. It's like, the sound effects are so crunchy and impactful and satisfying. Let's see, we're making Mike, so we're gonna go with just 3 faces that could be similar, and again, these are all very exaggerated because you meet in the middle and it makes like someone that doesn't look, kind of absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And they purposely make them super exaggerated, so that when it all comes together, it all works. Let's see. Again, with Mike, we have a big. Mike's got a big forehead with small beady eyes. And again, I mean, those eyes might work out really, really great.
Nitrogen Mustard says, how important is the Inquisitor for this? Should I take this character creation seriously?
For me, it matters a lot to me. I restarted after about 4.5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
And also, I was so stupid. I'd be like, should I restart? Like, man, I forgot to recreate. I forgot to create my Inquisitor on this one. And then I looked at it was like the last time you played, and it said, but I thought it was the time played. So it said like 1:20, and I was like, oh, I only put an hour and 20. It's nothing. And I was like, no, it was 1:20 in the morning, you idiot. I did that so many times.
For me, I go the opposite, where it's like, since I didn't play Dragon Quest Dragon Age Inquisitor, Inquisition. You know what I'm trying to say here, folks.
Yeah.
I had no connection to the character, so I really didn't. I just went with the default thing, and it was fine for me. Use Bath Wata says, this game looks terrible.
Oh, man.
Which is like, I get that a lot of people want to hate it because of a million dumb reasons. But to come in and say the game looks terrible, the game's gorgeous.
Yeah, the game's really, really pretty. Yeah, I had a interesting comment because, like, you know, obviously there's a lot of people that don't want to play this game because they feel they're scared of diversity and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was like, man, I just wish they weren't forcing all this diversity in us, but the game is really fun so far. And then with people like that, that's where I try to, like, hey, you know, the game director of the game, she's a trans woman, and, you know, of course, creators will bring in their own sort of, like, you know, points of view and experiences. So, you know, just open your heart. You know, these people are just trying to be accepted, and they're not trying to fucking switch you over. They just don't want to be
They say no, they are.
hunted and vilified. All right, eyes apart, and then we can meet in the middle somewhere.
Meet in the middle.
And then first thing with Mike we're gonna do is
Yeah, you gotta go ghost white.
Oh yeah, great call.
There's just too much. There's too much melatonin.
Melanin?
Melatonin?
Melatonin makes you fall asleep.
Yeah. That's why I stopped.
Melanin.
Like a watermelon?
Yeah, kind of. I wish you could go a lot redder. You know?
Yeah. Cameron Kennedy. Game's great, but I'm worried about going woke and therefore going broke.
Any advice?
Jason tried a great tweet right as we were going live about it. It's screenshots of the Dragon Age at the top of the Steam charts and then the concurrence. And he goes, go woke, go to the top of the charts? Gotta put those freckles in there.
Yeah. Oh man, there was this funny, really funny grifter who every post is just so like hypocritical, and one of them, some people like looked into his PlayStation trophy history.
Nice.
And platinumed Forspoken, platinumed Alan Wake 2, all these games that he was like saying were super woke and stuff. He was like, well, I gotta do it because of this and that. And they're like, dude, you're giving away the game, bro. No. And then he replied, well, that was before all the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff was like, before we learned about that. And so all the comments were like, that's before I knew what to be mad about. Like, it was so funny. Let's see here. Immediately, let's get the hair. We do mustache first. We do mustache, we build around that. And again, one issue I had with the mustache and beard disconnection stuff that, you know, this game did not satisfy me there. I almost gave it a 2 out of 10.
Wow.
You know, anytime you have the disconnection, it's always one of these curly type things.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
But what am I? Am I a 1920s grifter at the World's Fair?
Am I Shakespeare, you know what I mean? The mustache is not strong enough. Mike's got a pretty thick mustache.
When he wants to. I've seen it not strong.
Oh, really?
I've seen him have a little weak one like that, yeah.
Damn.
He's
Calling him out.
Weak-willed man.
Because like otherwise it's
That's
this
good
one,
too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's the closest, but it's still way too far down.
Get it red.
Yeah.
I gotta see it red.
Remember when he had the goatee and shaved it and somebody asked why he shaved it? He's like, nobody talked about it. This is the unbalanced human being. Sometimes it picks the wrong color sometimes. No, like why is, I'm on a different round, you know what I mean? I'm on that.
Way to
red.
go, BioWare, you're not back.
There you go, there you go, that's what I'm looking for. Like that sort of like dark red burgundy type vibe.
Sure.
And the hair we're gonna make even, we gotta make the eyebrows are definitely pretty blonde-ish, reddish. I did have the mullet at one point.
The One Omega resubscribes for 32 months and says, Happy Halloween, KF fam. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Terrestrial Dutchman resubscribes for 30 months in a row. Thank you so much. And then JJ Baseball 23 is a member for 9 months in a row and says, Hey Andy, your costume is awesome, 10 out of 10.
Hey, thanks.
Greg, yours is cool, in all caps, too, 4 out of 10.
Oh.
See, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, of course, as you know, was unfairly prejudiced by IGN.
Yeah, I do remember. Who could forget, Greg? Who could forget?
Go see
You haven't let us
That's
forget.
a 4. Ghostbusters also 4, according to them.
That was the funniest part of you as soon as the movie ended. And you know what? IGN's probably going to give this a higher score. That's the first thing you thought of.
There's just no justice.
There really isn't, dude.
It's one of those things you got to think about. You know how RFK had that brain worm?
Yeah, of course.
I bet there's a lot of those going around IGN right now.
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of, too. All right, this orange is kind of working for me right now. And now we can try to find... I wish that they were sorted from long to... short to long.
A rhyme, some kind of rhyme or reason to it,
Yeah.
rather than just things being interjected.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's the verdict on Costco pizza? No one's saying 10 out of 10, obviously.
Oh,
You're
good.
enjoying it? Yeah.
I love it.
And the thing is, they were like basically paying you to take it, so it's nice.
It's delicious. Yeah, I like... This isn't normally the type of pizza that I would... This isn't normally how I would want my pizza to be like.
Yeah.
But when I get it, I love it.
Yeah. Core X Gallery says, I thought Greg was talking about RKG having a brain worm. Yo, remember when Rory had that brain worm?
This might be Mike's hair.
Oh, yeah, Slappy.
The tall, sort of
That curl.
Curl,
those
yeah.
unkempt curls.
He would need a fade, but we can't do a fade here.
Way to go, BioWare.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Glad
man,
you
because
had time to hide treasure chests down every path, but you couldn't make the hair what we wanted.
He did have.
No, this is ugly. This looks like
he has the mustache.
this looks like a poodle got stopped halfway in a haircut.
He's got the mullet though. You know, it could work.
Don't do it.
Could work. Think about it.
You do that, I'll gag every time he comes up. That works.
This works.
That works. That's Mike Howard.
This actually really, really, really works. I think the hair is definitely way too curly, but that's an option.
Missing Link says, here I am hopping into the stream an hour late, and why am I not surprised they're still only in the character creator?
Yeah.
For the record, we created Nick. We did it. Now we're creating our Inquisitor.
Yeah,
right?
we're creating the Inquisitor right
Calm
now.
down. We're doing God's work over here.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring it. If you're mad because we didn't play the game, we'll play Monday.
Yeah.
And say you sponsored that too.
Yeah. Yeah, Monday's stream will not be sponsored, but we're,
But again, if
we're still showing off all the awesome tech.
We need your subs. We need your tips.
Yeah.
We need to be able to go, Tim, look, they wanted it. They were here. I don't
let-
know are the numbers good right now? Are they strong for people watching a character creator?
Don't let Tim take this from us.
Dorifo13, you say trust the process. I need you to tell me also, Dorifo, how many people are on Twitch? And then JJ Baseball 23 on YouTube. How many people are watching on YouTube? I need to know.
So Mike's got
I don't wanna-
beady eyes. I'm not trying to open that.
Listen, I know I could check on my own things.
Still needs to be wider, right?
Yeah. Okay. We have a little over 1,000, 1,100-ish total.
I like that. That's great. That's fantastic.
Keep that up. Let's double that, actually. Everybody call your local church and school right now and tell them to turn on the computer. And go to youtube.com/kindoffunnygames or twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. And then tell them frames win games.
Snow bike, Mike. Mike!
Mike! You hear his feet hit the floor.
Can you stand in front of me? I'm just gonna take a photo of you real quick. Try to get this accurately. Hold on. Don't smile. No smile.
Fucking, yeah.
Just like no. Yeah, there. You go. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, taking my trash. Thank you.
You want your pizza still in?
Oh yeah, I do. Thank you. Thank you.
Slice, you want a cookie?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Chocolate
Nah,
cookie?
thanks.
Damn, they brought it all.
Yeah.
Okay, eyes definitely a little too closed.
He's got those wide eyes. I have a Butterfinger.
I didn't know there were Butterfingers in here.
I spent a lot of money on candy today.
You don't sound happy about it.
Well, you know, driving in. I'm listening to Games Daily.
Uh-huh.
They're all having a great time. Talking about being Halloween. And then, you know, Mike's like, Colin, we should have a big bowl of candy. And Bless is like, we should have a big bowl of candy. And I'm like, I'll get a big bowl of candy. So I walked into this.
Oh, it's a surprise. It's a surprise, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I walked into the CVS. They have all the Halloween stuff pushed to the very front on like one little table because they've already put out all the Christmas stuff.
No.
Uh-huh.
You
And
can't
so
be doing that.
I grabbed these 2 giant bags of candy that are like, 120 pieces a piece. And then I look around. Nope, I wanted a pumpkin, like a trick-or-treat bucket or whatever. They've all been put away or sent back because of Christmas. I even asked the cashier about it. She's like, no, we put them all away. I'm like, okay, cool.
You can't do that.
She rings me up, and the total's like $60. And I was like, I looked at the thing. I'm like, yeah, I guess these are the biggest bags of candy you can get. I didn't realize they were $30 a piece.
You should be like, are they not on clearance? Because you're clearly pushing them out.
Tomorrow I could show up.
You're clearly pushing them out. You don't want them here right now.
You toss into Santa, I'll go half price. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go. We got them blue eyes. Not that blue, but we'll make them a bit darker. Which one is the one that affects them? I think middle affects like the full eyeball the most.
No.
A little bit less on the saturation.
Now people are in the chat are saying, or a lot of people are reacting, but average Joe on air says the Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving is insane. Here's my thing. I don't think it is. However, I do think it's insane that on Halloween, like day of, they've limited their selection to so much and already have the same, like, the CVS I'm talking about when you get off the highway over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They had it, when you walk through the door, they had already like lined it with Santas. Like and then you'd have to go past the Santa, go to makeup or go to whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they were already like, it was like dunzo. They were like fucking in the Christmas spirit.
That's a bunch of BS. You should leave a complaint.
Well, clearly there were some uppity ups there, some big guys. You know what I mean? There were people in shirts and ties.
Oh, you mean like corporate was there or whatever,
yeah.
region.
So I was walking around dressed as a Ghostbuster, very much looking for a pumpkin. And I was hoping they were gonna comment. I could have said something like, "Where the fuck's the pumpkin?"
Oh, they're gonna be like, "What do you think of this costume?" Pretty cool, huh? Like, did you tell him, Greg? Like, when you get back in the car, like, nah, I just asked him about the costume. I forgot to sort of get after.
Sorry, they asked me if the pack was real. I had to talk with them.
Yeah, I got really excited. Brow spacing, brow width. Oops. Some more eyebrows to Nick as well. The mustache still way too much. Like, we might go goatee. That's how little confidence I'm having in this.
Chat is liking what you're seeing here. This is looking good. Says Kaiser, this guy.
I'm trying. It's just like, I wish I could make the eyes even smaller.
Remember, everybody, if you're playing Dragon Age or have no interest in playing Dragon Age, you can go to kindafunny.com/Greg's Journal. I put up my 46-page journal today, handwritten, of my playthrough of Dragon Age. So It's not my review notes. It's me chronicling my character and talking about it when I'd be like done for the night or done for a session, what I liked, what I didn't like. I like it, and I think it was a really fun exercise for me. I think it'd be a fun read even if you never want to play this game. And if you are going to play the game, I think it'd be a fun read to read along while you play. Chances are, yes, you could turn a page and see a spoiler, but you could also see like, oh, you just did this, and I did this, and here's what I changed, and what you did, and yada, yada, yada. Tomorrow, of course, we will be doing Gamescast. It'll be another one-man spoiler cast. It will be me going through my book page by page and talking about what it meant and this stuff. And so, of course, if you don't, if you're going to play Dragon Age, you don't want a spoiler, no big deal. That Gamescast will be available for you forever until YouTube closes down.
That sounds very ominous. Sounds like
I'm sick of it. You think that stuff will be around forever, and then,
It sounds like you know something.
Think about the day IGN finally closes and like all my stuff's gone. You know what I mean? And then right now, think about how hard it is to find certain videos.
Is it?
Yeah,
like just like scrolling their
So
page
the Motor City Machine Guns won the
Where's this going?
They won the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wanted to get the clip of them giving me my first ever chops. Like, we know how I get shirtless.
Oh, I saw those posts.
And so I was like, okay, cool, this won't be that hard. I'll go to IGN, I'll go to the TNA Impact Game Night review, I'll go through all their videos to the very bottom, because it was like an event before, I think like first hands-on where it happened. And I did this and I couldn't find it. And so then now I'm like, well, I'm on the Wii version of the game. What if I go to the PS version of the game? Couldn't find it. I'm searching in YouTube for it, I can't find it. Finally, I was like, IGN, TNA Impact, special feature or video feature, and that got me the PSP version of the video that had been put, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to find keywords and search and do all this different stuff. And then I think about like all the good blogs I used to have on IGN when it was my IGN, and then they just canceled that one day, and that shit's all gone to the wind.
What do you mean blogs?
IGN used to have a big, like, when you used to, your IGN, you'd come to IGN, right? You'd have your IGN username, and then that would also give you my IGN where you could go blog. Like, it was like a community part of IGN where there was blogs and everybody put up their stuff there, and message board names and whatnot, stuff like that. I blogged there a lot.
And I knew there was makeup on this freak. Like it just, I was like, what's wrong with Mike's freaking eyelashes? Why
I'll tell you right now, he looks too young.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
You know, he looks
I mean, like
a 12-year-old boy who drew a mustache.
We can't find we can't find a right mustache. I can't find a right mustache.
What's my age again? Just got here and says, is this character supposed to be Nick? It's looking more like Mike. We already made Nick our character. This is us making the Inquisitor, and we decided to make our Inquisitor still like Mike.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Mike's tall, so we're gonna make. We want Mike to be like much taller than Nick in the event that they ever do meet. Here. Give Mike that bulge.
Lemon Bendy says, I got an interview to write about games based on my IGN blogs, but then they found out I was 14 and didn't hire me.
Oh, man.
What do you do now, Lemon Bendy? Cameron Kennedy says, this looks like a French supervillain disguised as Mike.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, I see it as well. I think it may be like the starting head shapes that are really, really kind of throwing me off. Where was...
Lemon Bendy is a software engineer now.
So maybe it was the, we can look through, because is he that freckled?
Again, is he that freckled? No, but does he need to be that freckled for us to say, oh, that's Snowbike Mike?
Yeah.
Again, this is a stylized art style they went with, so this is very much, we can stylize this however we want to.
Like, I think the red here works.
Sure.
You know? The red on the face works. What I do want to do is immediately just, we go to, oh, scalp. Scalp, it's what I keep on looking for, and I keep on going to the wrong area. All right, so we could still flatten the top a little bit, and we could widen out the head. And then I want to widen the cheeks a little bit. Them cheeks rocking a little bit.
I said, don't stop.
Yeah, maybe it's. I think it's maybe the eyebrows that are giving that French sort of look. Possible it's the eyebrows that are giving off that vibe. Oh, now that I rotated the inner part of the eyebrow, now it just looks like every eyebrow is like making him look sad, you know. Remember he was getting them plucked, you know.
He says the mouth is small. I can see that too.
Mike has a small mouth. It's the problem.
He always opens it so wide.
The problem that we're running into is that the mustache isn't big enough. Like that's the real issue. The mustache, the mouth would look proportionate if the mustache were bigger. I've been able to make Mike perfectly in every other game, and this game I'm just struggling with right now, Greg. Maybe I lost my fastball, you know.
You got this. You got this. You're gonna turn this around. You're gonna find it. You're gonna keep doing it. You gotta go in there. You gotta tweak. You gotta figure it out.
Maybe I go with these eyebrows, and then we'll make them drop the inner position. And I thought the hair was perfect, but it may be the thing that's also throwing me off.
You think so?
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's the mustache.
I still think it's just that his face, his skin looks too smooth. Like his forehead, he looks like an android. He looks like a perfect little sex android.
Oh.
I'm just saying what he looks like.
No, yeah, that's fine. There's just like, I need the mustache to go from end of the lip to end of the lip.
Correct that,
Because he has a tall mustache, you know?
Barry Smash 85 resubscribes for 26 months and says, I'm watching on YouTube and Twitch.
Whoa.
Save you from Tim. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gladys Campos donates super chat and says, Happy Halloween, kind of funny. I hope the PS5 Pro gives a bit of taste of graphics and performance. Hi, Greg. Did you have time for some hands-on with the PS5 Pro? If yes, how has it been so far? Thanks. Well, luckily, I have not. As you know, I got a Pro here yesterday for review. And even if I had, I wouldn't be able to tell you about it. But no, I have not done anything with the Pro.
We got that Chris Anka mustache right there.
You got Chris Anka's guarantee. BG Sterling resubscribed with Prime for 58 months. And then Radio Shack 2723 resubscribed for 39 months and says, Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween, Radio Shack.
They say it's Halloween. Dun, 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 dun.
5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one's.
What are you singing?
Oh my, it's getting late. This is one of the songs Ben had to perform today.
Oh.
So he does the cutest version of it, so it's been in my head, and then watch him do. I can play it. You want to hear him?
I would love to. I would love to hear
This
that.
is the solo, because I have the performance, of course, but I also then just have.
I want 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. Do that for me.
5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. Second one, Dad, what's up on the
Now, I'll pause here.
Big
this
deal, I
is where
can
it
do
starts
that,
getting
too.
crazy. You know what I mean? This is nighttime. We've done bath time. I asked this.
Delirious?
I want this performance. Well, you know how he is. Like he's doing it, and that he's doing it normal, which is the one that oh my, it's getting late is my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gonna start screaming the answers.
one said, we lost the first one said, we won a month. The fifth one said, this how much fun. But what was the and I was like, if I live.
He's going nuts. You give him some NyQuil right there at that point.
Energetic version, I like that.
Damn, like this hair does look kind of good, but I'm still kind of set on this one.
All right, just do it.
like 63. It's too frizzy on the sides for sure. Like this is meant to be like what BioWare has killed it with, a lot of great haircuts for black people. This doesn't necessarily match the vibe here.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think it's the closest we got. This one is like really, really close. It's like, it's too curly. I need it to be wavier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the height is what you want right there. Look how great this shit looks.
It's one of those things that at this rate, we won't even see Mike in the game until February, so we really don't have to worry this much.
You're really right. Yeah, you are very, very right there. Let me just do a once over with
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do.
Yeah.
While you do that, I'll say that Guy V has resubscribed for 57 months in a row, 59 total, and says, Greg, if you feel like taking Ben on a trip, I'm giving out full-size candy bars in Boston tonight. I'll think about it, Guy V. Dropkick Tondo, resubscribes for 22 months in a row and says, Happy Halloween to you and yours. Hope everybody's getting ready for All Saints Day tomorrow.
What's All Saints Day? I don't know what that is.
Back in Catholic school, they wouldn't let us dress up on Halloween, but we could come in on November 1st dressed as our favorite saint.
I'll never forget one of my parents' like family friends was Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give her like a little Halloween trick-or-treat thing.
Yeah.
My parents were like, no,
she'll go to hell. If she takes that,
don't do that. Yeah. You don't want to be responsible for that. At such a young age, you know.
Curse her from the beginning.
This is as good as we're gonna get.
Let's roll.
I don't like it. I'm disappointed in myself.
It gets the point across. Let's go.
Who did he fall in love with? I gotta go type.
Okay.
Who did he fall in love with, though? Josephine?
You know, I don't even know the character. Harding? Can we do Harding? Michael.
No, it would have been whoever was in Inquisition. Let's see here.
Oh my, it's getting late.
And then we can go to Cassandra Josephine.
Why are these ones locked at the bottom?
Because
oh, okay.
He wouldn't.
An Inquisitor must be female to select black.
Yeah, like Sarah, you could only do woman romance.
Got it.
Solus was only woman romance. So let's go with Cassandra. Or you know what? Or we could say he didn't fall in love with anybody.
That's more real.
Yeah.
That's way more real for him. Yeah.
Let's see. The Inquisition was disbanded because he was like,
I don't want to do
you know, I got the gist. I got him to the point. Vowed to stop Solus. I mean, Solus was his friend, and he'll do anything to save his friend.
Okay. Love it.
Go with finalize.
Boop. Finally, it's happening. There's Nikki.
There's old Nikki.
We did it.
Finalize.
Now ready to start.
Ready to start.
About 30 minutes left in the stream.
Hell yeah! I mean, hey, that's a little intro right there.
I love it.
All right, here we go, gamers. Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring this stream. Let's look at some of the amazing visuals.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual.
Gary Wood is playing Call of Duty.
Dude, every day it's Gary Wood is playing Helldivers. Every day it's insane.
We finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium.
Where were we? I forgot what we were talking
But to
about.
find a Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert.
Nev.
So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Come on. Come on.
I also meant to change his voice to just like the, good job.
Let's try this again. Where's Ned Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Nick!
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh, I'll do more than demand.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dread Wolf. I'm not leaving until I know
crushed it.
where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
The camera's gonna be out of frame.
You're adorable.
You're adorable, darling. Oh man.
Never say that to me.
I've only seen this cutscene like with like my health and stuff. Damn, that's fascinating. They have to like match where all the punches are gonna land for every circumstance of the height. That's so cool.
Tarek, now! Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while. Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
It's a reach and roll.
She just jumped.
Headbutted the shit out of her.
Your friend Nev Gallus. He's at Dumat Plaza. I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Fight your ass right now. I had you on my side, okay? It works. Let's say okay.
Whatever works.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be. You know, I mean, none of it really matters. But Nick,
You
will
want
say
to?
okay.
You want to be a little joker?
Say that.
You know, Nick wants to be a comedian one day.
But we do have Nev's location now, so
I honestly
don't
might
get cocky.
change his voice.
Come on.
Yeah.
Harding will be
Did we even
worried.
try the other ones?
All right. Break's over.
No, but I think it would just be funny for him to be like, "You say that, but
Okay.
you got the job done." Like it's just kind of one of those voices.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
Two short kings
She's
just
the best
vibing.
damn detective I've ever met. If she says
It's
she's
using
got a lead on
IK, Andy.
Solus, I believe her.
Yeah, that's true. Inverse kinematics. It's animation
Archon's
stuff
palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
where it's all like procedural stuff to say like this point needs to hit this point.
To get out of here. We don't want to look conspicuous.
I think that's what
Just
in
get out
the
of
eye
here
stands
nice
for.
and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
In Dragon Age, the Veilguard, you'll find the city just sitting bustling with activity.
Look at
in
that.
a world ready for you to take on.
So we always heard stories about like one of the old characters, Dorian. He was from Minrathous.
You still think you can talk him down?
And he
before
always,
starts
like,
his big ritual?
He would look at the areas that you were playing in, and he was like, nothing compared to Minrathous.
From the Fade and,
And, like,
number of demons.
We never saw Minrathous in the other games. So like this is like the first time we're like, oh, this is why he was so like cocky about the way Minrathous was sized. Or maybe he's not from here, but he mentioned it.
Get down. Are they after us? Is it because of the bar? Word travels fast in Minrathous. We've got to help her.
I'm Nick Ledier.
Yeah.
Time to get arrested.
No, baby
especially
Mario
if-
nails it. You gotta get down, drop kick out says they're already down.
Crap. We're too late. The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go. Harding's this way. She'll get us.
Look at this little guy, man. He's zooming. Holy shit.
Nick's got the move.
Solus summoning demons on purpose? My guess is the veil is weakening. and they're slipping through the cracks. And when the veil comes down completely, then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Bam.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Yeah, Nick doesn't use weapons. He's just all melee. he's all jujitsu.
Take off your shoe. Demon, take off your shoe. Lay down. Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been
So
doing what I
small
can to
compared
help.
to Merrick.
The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Look at those real-time reflections
you
on the
two?
ground,
You
Chad,
okay?
through the rain. That's all due to NVIDIA's tech and their ray tracing.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with
This is the
Venatori.
best looking hair ever.
Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon. Here they come.
Oh man, look at this dude. Oh man. Holding the heavy is so freaking satisfying.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dog.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, that felt real good because I went there thinking it
Solus
would be my
always talked
arrows.
about how
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah,
the
I
ancient
had
world
not thought
was.
about that.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring
And
it
you
back.
level that sucker up.
Even if it's ritual kills us all in the process.
Dude, it's so fucking cool, man. Roll into all them damn jars.
Do you want to know that I didn't do that once? You guys talked about that in the review, and I was like, I never ever,
Oh
I never
man.
ever rolled into vases.
Oh, dude, roll into that wall.
I
Yeah,
never
the wall
did
of
that.
vases.
You were talking about that in the review. And I was
Oh,
like,
every room. Well, you also get just a shitload of little, stuff for crafting and selling and all sorts of stuff like that. I'm not sure about in this area, but throughout
Sure,
the
sure,
game
sure.
you do it. And like going through one of the rooms with non-stop walls of the vases,
Yeah.
my thing was just like ching, ching, ching. Like it went on for
way
so
after
long.
the fact, you're
Yeah.
like done with it. And you're
Yeah, Missing Link, I 100% agree. I think it not only looks cooler than the Comet and Inquisition, but this
Oh, no, I
is
think that's Dumont Plaza.
one of my favorite 3D action combats. It reminds me a lot of the way I felt playing God of War Ragnarok in 2018, that mixing all the abilities together and trying to look the coolest while you're doing it.
Hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a
Man, if you hit him and then you can long and knock him off like that too,
okay.
it is so cool. Yeah. And I remembered that about why you love playing as Cap.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, he would have loved Warrior. And that's how, again, I always play Rogue in a lot of these games, but the Warrior, when I played it at the event, was like, ooh, I think I might go Warrior this time around.
What I'm doing it here is Nick.
Yeah.
In the stream that'll go on as long as you tell Cam.
Yeah, as long as you tell Tim.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
Allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all!
Make sure they're near the edge, though. Knock them off the edge. So nice.
Full body drop.
Yeah, oh yeah. All that force, all that jujitsu training, really going to being put to use. And then later on, you'll get some sick, just heavy combos where it's doom, 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 and then you can, like, the last one you could charge, and it would be, you know, just the way a lot of the combos flow into each other. The animations are really satisfying. Gaith, thank you for your 14 months of support. Thank you to Motown for 14 months. Dropkick Tondo.
Motown says, hey Greg, did you ever review Dungeons of Hinterberg? Loving it on PlayStation Vita 2, aka the CD so far.
It's so good
I never
to see
finished.
you.
I talked about it on the show.
We thought the
how much I liked it, but I
Venatori
never
kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing.
Highly recommend them. Good thing.
A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play
Have they
along.
talked at all in chat?
I
You might know more
wanted to
than
settle
Andy.
the
Have they
score
talked about
this
DLC
time.
for this? Or they
Then the
said they're
sky
gonna do
started raining demons.
I don't think so.
So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess
I'm
piece.
Nev
One of the
Gallus.
strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Like, I really want him to be
We came prepared for a rescue.
an asshole with the
Looks like
high-pitched
you were way
voice.
ahead of us.
We need information.
You sweet. You said you had a lead?
Enough with the small talk.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city.
Didn't love the looks for Nev. Like, this one is classic, whatever, but like when I went in, like,
The circular one didn't
you
like
start
that.
unlocking off. I was like, no, this is
I gave her the, I had her a lot with the one that didn't have the headpiece.
yeah.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch
That was
him while he's
Scarpino,
doing
though.
his
This is Nick
ritual,
Ladir,
so
small
he
Mighty
can't
Force.
find
You're
us.
right, you're right.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight up fight.
We can slide down the line to get across.
Hey, Morton, we have like a 300 or 400 on Twitch as well. But this is sponsored by NVIDIA to show off all of their latest tech. We are showing this off in ultra settings with full ray tracing.
That's the building I got Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found
Every
them.
corner.
Got it.
Every corner is treasure.
Gotta give
Don't ever think there won't be there, because there will be.
If you're one of these people watching, you don't want to see this kind of gameplay, you ain't gonna like this stream. I will run the opposite direction of the objective every time to get my goal.
Every damn corner.
Did I feel like it was super beneficial playing the game? No. But I never wanted for anything, so I guess it was. You know, it's one of those where it's like, I don't know how the other half lives, but for me, I never needed to worry about going to grind or getting anything.
How about you just give me a little slow walk here, just let the bitrate soak a little bit.
Soak the bit.
Soak the bitrate. Turn around. Let's see your squad mates' reflections in the water. Just look at these real-time reflections as they move. Oh, there was also some really, it's really hard to see there, but some really cool moments that I noticed when I think Nev was shooting spells, seeing the bolt like over the water, reflecting, like so sick. Awesome. Yeah, it's missing link. I totally agree. And when I was trying to play through Inquisition, I downloaded a bunch of mods that. Well, I downloaded just a bunch of mods, period. But I, more importantly, downloaded a mod that removed the pickup animation, and the EA launcher just would not let me do mods. It was just a pain. Woo! Man, dude had a good dodge right there.
Yeah, right.
This guy's good.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Must not know I'm streaming. You know, it's not
Yeah, I know.
hurts me. It hurts me.
Putting you on his highlight wheel.
We should head back. Solus is probably inside.
Are you all just playing this for the sponsor stream, or is the plan to play through the entire campaign? Greg, tell him.
Ladies, gentlemen, and NBs. NVIDIA was like, hey, do you want to stream Dragon Age and show it off for 2 days in a row? And we said, you suckers, we were going to stream it already. So the plan is,
Don't listen if you're.
we want to. If you're NVIDIA, no, we're not gonna. We'll never stream again. The plan is next week basically to stream it pretty much every day. I think right now it's Monday. We weren't in the meeting together. We need to talk about that one day. We have a sponsored stream next week, and if we afterwards we're trying to play this just for the heck of it, because there's a different game we're playing next week for a sponsorship.
Okay.
So if we want to play more of this, or just give ourselves the afternoon off.
Okay.
But I'd like to play it every day, and then I go to New York on Friday. So you could play without me on Friday.
Yeah.
But I would, if the numbers are good and you're enjoying it as an audience, we would love to just do a full playthrough over time. I mean, I'm sure the week after would die down, and then I'll have to play reviews.
This is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
I'd love to keep
One
going.
of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been
To Shadow Trickster, no, we will not be doing that. I could never imagine myself doing that. Doing a live stream of the election, watching the votes come in.
God.
I would. I mean, I wouldn't want to live react myself watching the Cowboys lose. You know what I mean? Like, this is
something that matters.
Yeah.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually
So woke, dude. Talking about hating slavery. Jesus.
Quit
Quit shoving it down my face.
Soapbox.
Shoving it down my face, man.
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Andy, can you get an eye patch in this game? No, Chillington. And I want BioWare, if you're watching or listening, there's a shitload of helmets that you all made, which is awesome, because I'm never going to wear any of them, right?
They're hideous.
Oh, well, I think a lot of them do look cool, but like I want my character's face to be.
Yeah, well, for sure. The rogue ones I didn't like.
But when I play Elden Ring, I always go with a bandana over my mouth, like sort of face mask looking thing, or I'll go with a hood type thing. And I want more stuff like that. Like, I think an eye patch is a great idea for just a visual sort of option, because it's like, it's a crap load of helmets. Damn, look at Harding just getting air right there. You switch to your hammer? Oh my god, the hammer pulled you in. I hated the way this first hammer looked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know.
But I switched, you know, once I ended up getting the axes, and just transmogging, like, it looking like a super sick axe, it punishes
Is
people.
there, so is it, what's the reasoning purpose to switch? Just visuals?
No. Well, I mean, they're two different weapon sets. So it's a.
Am I unlocking different moves for them on the stuff?
Your parry is not as easy to do, as it would be if you had your sword and shield.
Okay.
But it's obviously a larger charge, but a much heavier hit, and it breaks armor a lot easier.
Got it. Okay.
Whenever you charge, or not even just charge it, whenever you just use it. So it's like a higher risk, more reward sort of thing. So I use it against certain enemies, but I always ended up going transmog with like the coolest looking axe or something, because there's a lot of different mauls and maces that you can transmog just for visual purposes. But
got it.
All right, here, let's get let the bitrate soak right here. Like, walk in, see all the squad walk in behind you.
I assure you, this didn't.
This the big glowing
Look at
window
this
you saw
full
earlier, right?
ray tracing, everybody. Oh my goodness.
They're elven and very old.
And one thing that like
It acts like a doorway.
is also really, really important is like, a lot of times whenever you pick ray tracing, the reflections will be like at 1/8 of the original resolution of whatever it's reflecting. So it'll look really, really noisy down below, but this is like one of the cleanest reflections I've ever seen. And I was like, Let me check out Digital Foundry's video, and they're like, "This is some of the cleanest reflections we've ever seen." Like, just sit around and just
You're like,
watch.
damn, I'm gonna drive up and visit you in Tiburon.
Yeah, you guys are so close by. Yeah, it just looks so freaking good, man. All with the power NVIDIA and the visual triangle. Remember, you could have the benefits of ray tracing and all those the ultra textures and ground clutter set to max so the ground doesn't look empty.
I know these trees.
And you could do so with 60 frames per second and running it at 4K instead of
your ritual.
sacrificing
Power
either of those
involved.
things.
We've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
We're gonna talk to them. Oh, no, we're gonna fight. They showed up much more looking like they were gonna negotiate than most of the demons did.
Hey guys, so like we don't agree with that either.
Listen, I think so. This is real bad what he's doing, you know?
Things are tough out here. No parries, huh? Jeez.
I was trying to figure something out.
What kind of guy is this?
But no, actually, I dodge roll more than I ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I get it. I could beat Souls games a lot faster if I just dodged. But parrying just feels so good. And like I mentioned in the review, I ended up getting a parry ability that if there was 3 dudes around me and I parried one of them, they would all all 3 would go and oh man, hit him. It was so sick, dude. So awesome.
Fucked it up. There you go, you like that?
God, that was so clean. So clean.
Yeah, I'm still in a game headspace where it's like 9,000 people hitting you at once.
Oh, yeah.
Dodge, come on.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
There'd be times where they would always steal my kills. I'm like, let me do my thing. Like I'm the one capturing footage.
What do you do for like that?
Probably nothing. No, probably nothing. I just mainly wanted it to, if anything like silly happened or whatever, you know. I also made the mistake of not having my microphone on, because there would have been a lot of moments. There would have been a lot of moments where you would just heard me like, what the fuck, you know. Like,
that was one of the fun things about the journal, right? It's like, I literally, something would happen, right, and I would stop and write in it. So like, there's like moments where I'm like doing a blow by blow of what the reveal is in the story as it happens. To look back.
oh, you're damn right I was Fairy B. It felt great.
Say what he said. So
Oh, sorry, no, he's talking about doing the parry suck move where everybody gets sucked towards the parry. Greg and Andy, any plans on reviewing the PS5 Pro?
Yeah, we have PlayStation 5 Pros. We are planning on reviewing them at embargo. I forget if that's public, but we can assure you can find on the Kind of Funny Gamescast.
I think mine gets delivered next week, I believe.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Great comment on the YouTube video this morning, being like, "Pride Demon's so woke." I also loved how later big bosses required multiple parries. It reminds me a lot of like taking on big bosses in Elden Ring, where one parry is just gonna knock them down, and you gotta like do 3 in a row to stagger them.
So now, how do they explain the shield narrative-wise in terms of like, you know, for me when it was like, oh, I'm running out of arrows, that makes sense. But here I have like a little charge meter now. Did they ever talk about it, or is it just what it is?
Charge meter? What do you mean?
Like, I can't throw the shield infinitely.
Yeah, so
try to power the shit.
No, I think it's a like, I don't think you're actually. To me, it feels like you're throwing a spectral. Yeah. Hologram, yeah. Spectral magic version of it. Hell yeah, Dead Sick David does look amazing. Game looks very stunning, and it looks even better thanks to NVIDIA and
frames win games.
The visual triangle. We're playing right now on ultra settings with full ray tracing. And Nick Scarpino's popping off out there.
Nick the Dwarf.
Man, you have to jump high for that one.
See, Fat and Furious says, Greg, did you ever try out Wayfinder? If you haven't yet, I really think you'd like it. I've heard that from multiple people. Joe Mad's new game, I do have it. It's just in that section right now. I have a game, or a list of about 8 games that I need to get to when I'm through these reviews.
Yeah. It stinks because I have run out of time.
Dead Sick Dave, did any of you guys jump back into Festival of Hatred? We did. There was a review on the Gamescast. Then I did jump back in to play it for fun afterwards and wrap up the campaign. But
sure?
By the time I wrapped up the campaign, it was
keep
into
the demons off me
reviews.
while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Nick's a pessimist.
Yeah.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
But I also love the thinking behind him. It's like, Nick doesn't know him.
Yeah.
He's not Nick's friend, you know?
Nick doesn't have anything.
Nick's like, we want to go beat his ass. What are you?
He'll hear from Bianca.
You're just going to try to chat with him?
More demons.
I haven't seen a lot of fighting gameplay, and this looks pretty one-to-one with action-wise. Is that correct? What do you mean one-to-one?
I think he means that
It's not just like a passive ability.
Yeah, it's not like you're hitting a button and the move plays out. Like like in Dragon Age just before.
Oh,
like, yeah, you're in command. This is action RPG.
No, this is full-on action RPG.
Heavy
This
attack,
is
light attack.
God of War is the closest thing I would say that it's like. At least like warrior gameplay.
No, all of them. Right? Oh, I see. But you mean like God of War?
Yeah. Especially with the shield and the parries and the shield bashes or whatever. But like when I played Rogue, you know, Kratos ain't zipping through dudes all fast.
Better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
Right there, sniper in the building. Damn, you know what I mean?
Inflicted upon this world, it must be healed. By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize them? People are dying right now. You need to listen.
This line goes so hard. It goes so hard.
Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we just...
Oh yeah, let me go get the collector's edition dagger.
See those statues? If we
the final
break
5 minutes.
scaffolding, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Come on, Nick.
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Remember that, Sam Silverman?
Yeah.
Good move.
Either way, someone has to steal and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Just cocked that weapon. Put me on the cover, Chad.
Cyberpunk guy on the cover.
It could be like the kunai that you throw.
Yeah.
What's up, my
This is it!
Bring down that scaffolding!
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
Do it, Nick! Push it!
Together!
My back!
Harding, I'm after crab walk out of here.
It'll be crawling on the
But
ground.
this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
I love this song.
Dude, the soundtrack. No, Nick! Solus, take off your shoe.
See, if it were me up there, I would have kicked them into the cavern. I had the kick move.
Oh, goodness.
Impossible. Dude, this looks so sick.
Oh, snap.
Let's go, this way.
Harding got messed up, man. Varric stabbed in the chest. Harding got fucking jumped in an alley. I love that sound effect right there.
My blood.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on! That's why we gave it a 9 out of 10 right there.
You have
Game ends.
no idea.
Credits hit.
Soulless.
Solus, where are you?
I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
This is also like the best lighting I've
Your
ever seen in
physical
games.
body is unconscious.
There's always like such
But
good
you shed a
soft
few
shadows
drops of
on
blood at the
characters
ritual
and
site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
hey, I was stabbing my
Firstly,
chest.
I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Get out of my head! As I said, I do
Get
not
out of
want
my
to be here
head.
any more than you do. But your actions have set events in motion. And I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all
Stop
they
calling
saw
me.
until I killed. Thanks to you, though.
Yeah, you should go through.
I
You know,
am now
you're good at
trapped.
modding the games, right? Like
The
in
blighted
Pokemon, you should go
elven
mod
gods
this.
walk
Put a Nick
free.
Scarpino track in there.
I wish.
You let them out.
Thanks to me. I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric
Hello.
always said you
I have
a big
concepts of a
explanation
plan.
for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out,
He's a lying-ass
you said they
bitch,
were
too.
gods.
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Your ritual let the
You're gonna
gods
have-
loose. You don't get to sit back and
This is
look
where Nick
smug.
acts like he does if
What
like he
else
gets
could I
bad service at a
possibly do?
restaurant, you know, and everybody else gets scared around him.
I do not have the network of mirrors that took me from the lighthouse across the world. I have nothing as the gods threaten this world again, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You mean when I stopped you from covering the world with demons?
You will soon see what I was trying to prevent. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
You. Helio says, is Agatha in review recording today? Nope, recording tomorrow afternoon. You can catch it live as we do with your Kind of Funny membership. Forgot how great this casual outfit looks.
I know. Man, he looks good.
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric with the Stone Cold Steve Austin knee brace.
You're okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I saw Solus stab
Just
you.
rub some hydrocortisone on the wound.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. And it'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Remember when Nick would always just come into work with like
Remember how
a
you
black
said that
eye
Chuckles
and like a
wasn't
bruise on
going
his
to
forehead,
succeed?
just get his ass whooped in jujitsu?
Turns out
It's
you
like,
were
man,
right.
you're like,
Plan did go
it's not an.
wrong.
I'm not trying to make an old joke, but like you're too old for
Milk
this.
got
Like,
out by the skin of her teeth, mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Stop talking.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have... You worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons. It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something... Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work.
Let's hear what it is.
Like the unfortunate business involving a corrupt noble and that ancient evil. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to...
Look at this unit.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Dream. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep.
Nick's gonna like walk by like her desk and she's gonna be eating. He's like, what's this?
No, he'll come by and jingle the bell.
Steam achievement for you. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
What sort of yeah, that's where you can initially change. Didn't love these
No. For a while I rocked it because I didn't like just the basic rogue look.
Same,
but it
yeah.
was like once I got something better I put it on.
Yeah. And you find a lot of stuff.
You want to do the voice thing while we're here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's see here.
I think we're ending soon.
Yeah,
right?
we sure are, Gregory.
Oh my goodness.
Sure are. Oh, where is it?
Goodness. Happy Halloween. Let me get back into this here chat.
I'm glad you're here.
See, that's the voice.
Time to get to work.
See,
Time to get to work.
It's just more. It's just more Nick. That's more Nick.
And I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Gaitha resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you. G. Gordonson resubscribed for 19 months and said, "Hey Greg, did you decide to go to that wrestling match when you're in New York?" That is my plan. I will keep you somewhat posted. Probably it might change if I land and I'm exhausted or something else comes around. So who knows? And then Nintendo 05. Subscribes for 23 months and says, "I can't believe how long Greg has been part of my life. It's been my pleasure to be part of your life."
Wow, that's cute. Thank you. I mean, that wasn't for me, but I'll take full credit for that. Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring this stream. We hope to do another one next week to be able to show off more of your amazing tech.
Are we doing it tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow we're doing another.
We're showing off more NVIDIA.
We hope that these are successful enough as we do them that Tim won't cancel us playing Dragon Age because we want to play the whole Dragon Age again.
Yeah. So again, thank you, NVIDIA, for letting us show off all your latest tech. Remember, frames win games, and with NVIDIA GeForce, the 40 series cards, this game looks so freaking stunning. We are playing, as a reminder, in full 4K at 60 frames per second with all of the goddamn bells and whistles.
All the bells.
Full ray tracing all over the dang place. I mean, when I was recording mine, I was like, why am I like getting stutters? And I think because I was recording with OBS, and I never encountered. Today was like so smooth.
Yeah.
Really, really happy with this. Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring this. The game looks freaking fantastic, running at its full capabilities. Remember, visual triangle, the best of 3 worlds. You could play in 4K resolution. You could use DLSS to make the game run in 4K resolution. So if you want to run full ray tracing, you don't have to then sacrifice the resolution or the frames per second. You can get all the amazing sort of features that these cards will give you, including frame generation, which we did not play with today because we're just playing with we're playing on a 60 hertz TV. But frame generation uses AI to create frames in between the actual frames that the game is putting out. It fills in those gaps. It's so incredible. It feels like weird magic when you're using it. It's awesome. And it doubles your frame rate, sometimes like over double your frame rates, which is really, really shocking stuff. So thank you so much, NVIDIA, for allowing us to show off your cool tech. Excited to be back in the lab tomorrow, Greg, and we'll get back into more of the story.
Sounds great to me.
We'll see you later, gamers. Goodbye.